start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Hey, big news. There will be a new TJ and Jody's House podcast posted today before noon. Sometime before noon, there will be a new TJ and Jody's House. We haven't done one in a while because of travels and holidays and things like that. But in the edition of TJ and Jody's House that will be posted later today, it may have been discovered that we have a huge problem with our home, something within the structure of our home, and you can watch it unfold right there on the TJ and Jody's House podcast. I know school ends at different times throughout our listening areas since we are broadcast all over this great land of ours called U.S. America. But I think this is universal because this lady has an opinion about what she does with her children during that last week of school, and it's caused a little bit of a stir on the internets. So we'll want to make sure and attack that. So here it is. You listen to what she says, see if you agree or not.
Do you make your kid go to school the last day of school? Do you make your kid go to school the last week of school? I don't make my kids go to school the last couple days of school. I don't see the point. Most of the teachers would rather you keep your kids home anyway, at least around here. My parents, they made us go to school every single day, all the way to the very last day of school every year. I have cleaned a lot of desks. That is what we did the last week of school when I was a kid. So what was the point of sending me to school on the last few days of school? But I'm not doing that with my kids. Stay home, baby. It's summertime. Time to go.
Time to go. Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Did you have to go to school every day? Were your parents big on perfect attendance and all of that kind of stuff?
No, I missed as many days as I was allowed to.
Really? Why?
Oh, because I made up stuff and.
Oh, you were fake sick and all that.
Yeah, like I was the third kid too, so at that point they were like, I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah, and your grades were probably always good, so
yeah,
they didn't mess with it. Yeah, I never had a year where I even came close to not missing any days.
Yeah,
I missed
that just
all
doesn't
the time.
compete with me.
Yeah, and it does make sense what she's saying. You see, in government school systems, what they do is they have these days built in that they have to go. You have to be in class for this amount of hours, for this amount of days, right? Mm-hmm. And so I can easily see when the kids are there and all the tests are turned in, all the grades are turned in and everything, and they just use them for busy work or they used to show movies in class during those days, or you would have a party or something. But I don't remember them using the students as hired help or anything like that to help clean up the place. Now, if they had done that with my kids, I would have said, no, I'm not sending them for that. I mean, my taxes pay for people to clean up the school. My kid's not going to go up there and clean up. Just like I think they have them on cleanup duty in the cafeteria. Like the kids have to take turns cleaning up the table and sweeping around the table and all that.
What?
Yeah, that was the case when, at least a little of the time that my kids were in elementary school. But I was like, hey, my kids are not, slaving for the government. You got people hired to do this. I'll teach my kids how to clean and stuff at home. Of course, they didn't like that very much when I said it, and I became the bad guy, possibly banned from school grounds, but whatever.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A TJ Riggins Prime button to get to invitations, links, and all the great Prime Plus exclusive content. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Hey, it's TJ, and I love Omaha Steaks, and they got something brand new that you are going to love as well. Omaha Steaks all-new smash burgers. That's right, they're made from 100% extra-aged beef, and because they come from Omaha, they're top quality and delicious. 16 of them free in the Built for the Grill pack at tjriggins.com/Omaha. So yes, all of the other top quality products that are second to none from Omaha Steaks and smash burgers. 16 free with the Built for the Grill pack at tjriggins.com/Omaha. See site for details.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Riggins, I know that you are a minimalist when it comes to having things in your house and around and all of that stuff. You're a minimalist.
Yeah.
And I think you'll agree with me on this one, but a lot of people won't. A lot of people are going to say that I'm being harsh to the wrong person on this. But there is a woman in Florida who's been arrested for allegedly stealing mementos, not the fresh makers, but keepsakes from graves so she could use them as lawn art at her house.
Whoa.
So Catherine Taylor is her name. She's 61. She stands accused of criminal mischief and all this other stuff because there were some reports from this family of miscellaneous items missing back in April. They installed a camera after they had noticed this and in hopes of catching their thief in action. The video showed a woman later identified as Taylor walking around the gravesite it was filled with keepsakes. And then she appears to have grabbed one wind chime and tried to swipe another, but couldn't shake it loose. And then they said that she had also been accused of stealing all kinds of, aside from the wind chime, bird feeder previously stolen from the gravesite, the other items. Probable cause arrest affidavit obtained by Law and Crime. That's this publication is going through all of this. But sure, she's terrible if she's found guilty of stealing from somebody's grave, But why are you putting so much stuff out on people's grave, on your family members' graves?
Yeah,
I see a picture of it here, and it's just, it's a lot of things hanging and swinging and hanging plants and ferns and that kind of thing.
Never seen bird feeders.
No.
They're going to be pooping all over the headstone and stuff.
And are you taking it a little too far with the things that they liked when they were alive they would want at their grave? I don't think that. I don't know.
I don't know.
If they're in heaven, they don't care at all. They've got so much better stuff happening with them right now.
Yeah.
So what's going on at the grave?
What do we
do?
doing?
And if I'm out at a graveyard, or I'm, not that I would be at night, but let's say you're out there for some reason at night and you hear wind chimes. Wouldn't that scare the crap out of you?
Yeah. It's creepy.
Not just one set of wind chimes, but more than one, because all she could get was one. The others were too tied up. She couldn't get them loose, according to the report.
Wind chimes would annoy me in death.
Now, would you think it would look better in that woman's yard or at this gravesite, all this stuff?
Well, probably at the gravesite. Sounds like there's a lot going on in that yard. She should be arrested for that, having a bad yard.
Yeah, maybe she has been turned in, or reported some way or another.
How many teddy bears can you have out in the front yard?
Yeah. And wind chimes and bird feeders, and I don't get it.
A lot of stuff.
People grieve differently. I get that, but
yeah.
Oh, hopefully she's dealt with, though. You can't steal. That's the ultimate rule here. Don't steal no grave stuff.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So by now, you've probably heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and ooh, it's my latest obsession. I love it, and it's only 15 minutes out of your day, and it feels like and looks like you've been in the gym for hours. What it is, they put electromuscle stimulation vests on you. You do little workout, 15-minute simple moves, but the vest stimulates your muscles, and I'm telling you, tones, lengthens, strengthens. You're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to achieve those weight loss goals. Check out Man Do Charlotte, and your first one is free. Go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Happy National Rotisserie Chicken Day.
Yeah.
Or as the internet calls them now, Tissies.
Tissies. Oh, okay.
Got to go to the store, get me a Tissy for dinner. Which
I don't think I'll ever be saying that.
you're not gonna stop over at the store for dinner and maybe pick up a Tissy or two?
Only in jest.
Okay. So, happy National Rotisserie Chicken Day. I don't know how you're supposed to celebrate. Why is that a national holiday? A Rotisserie Chicken Day? Come on.
They're just making up stuff.
I think they are.
The chickens didn't make it up.
That's exactly
I'll
right.
tell you that.
They don't think it's that funny.
No.
Hugh Jackman in the news over the weekend. You know, his ex-wife, they've split up. Obviously, it's his ex-wife. But she was significantly older than him, I'm pretty sure. And they had been together over like 25 years, I want to say. She just was in the public saying that it was a betrayal, the way their marriage played out. That was the word. So now he's responded saying, I'm moving on with my life. He's already dating again. They were together. That was a long Hollywood couple.
That doesn't necessarily mean he cheated.
No.
Just a betrayal.
It's dramatic language.
All you need to know is it was a betrayal.
Yeah. And he is dating like a fellow Broadway star. So
Yeah.
I got a feeling those theater people, they all kind of, it's like, I don't want to say it.
Yeah, I used to be one of them.
Yeah,
I was a theater major in college, and I saw, the professional theater people as well that would teach seminars and all that. Very, very weird.
Very weird.
Weird, yes, weird.
And they all kind of hang out together and they date each other.
Yeah,
It's kind of odd.
right.
But yeah, he's taking the high road. It looks like he just says he's moving on with his life after his divorce. Of course you are. You already got a new girlfriend. Looks like you're moving on. It's not that complicated. Since Starbucks introduced their new uniform policy, it officially went into effect in the middle of May, and a lot of Starbucks employees are not happy with the decision to change. And we heard this when they first announced it, and now that they're actually having to wear them, they say it's upsetting.
Oh,
and,
yeah, they made a big deal out of this.
The words are crazy.
Yeah. I mean, imagine your employer forcing you to wear a black T-shirt.
Devastating.
I mean, who can afford a black T-shirt to wear every day?
They say
Because that's what it is a black T-shirt and dark pants, right?
Yeah, collared or button-down style. So you have a variety of things you can wear. But they said the words used were insane and unhelpful in the way that the stores are implementing the policy. So I don't know what's insane about that. Insane?
I'll tell you what it is. Is that these these Starbucks employees are looking at it like this is an opportunity for us to prove that we matter and that we have a voice. They want to be seen.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be seen. You are seen. You tell somebody that and they just like melt. Oh, he sees me. She sees me.
Yeah.
Sit down. God.
So one employee said, I shouldn't be stressing over the color of my shirt before work and almost in tears because I don't have the right shirt. I shouldn't be afraid of losing hours and being sent home over a shirt.
Yes, you should.
I can't afford a new wardrobe. I'm just about done with this job. So very upset about this stuff.
You can get a pack of 3 black T-shirts at Walmart for about $15.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're covered right there.
Right.
You're covered.
I'm glad we don't have a uniform policy here because I would fail every day.
I don't think you would.
I look like a slob.
Well, they're allowed to look like slobs. That's the thing. They're not telling them to put on a suit and tie.
That's a good point. There's a great new trend on the internet. Can't wait to share with you next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Okay, everyone, here's a little PSA for you. R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville, Father's Day is just 2 weeks away. And they're the place you need to go. Because at R. Gregory Jewelers, they not only have women's jewelry, but they have men's pocket knives, they have men's jewelry, they have cool watches. Anything you need, they got you covered. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville, and even if your man is like, you know what, don't give me anything, no. He needs something, he wants something, he deserves something. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville.
Every Monday, there's a fresh new episode of the TJ and Jody's House podcast, starring TJ and his wife, Jody. It's a look inside their lives, and you don't want to miss it. It's all brought to you by Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress for more information. That's tjriggins.com/mattress.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
A lot of trends on the internet that are really bad, and they just seem to be set up to hurt people, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't like it. Like when women get on TikTok and they make their husbands look like idiots just for the sake of content.
Yeah.
And then the guy is just left there looking like a doofus. Now is the subject of her little toying with him for the entire internet.
Yeah, I don't have as big a problem with those. Like, are you going to mention the one about aggressively throwing food at them and stuff like that?
No.
Okay, well, what they do is they go, the guy's sitting there and she says, I'll fix your plate. And she fixes it and he just plops it down in front of him.
Yeah.
Makes him think something's wrong with her. I don't have as big a problem with that as when they ask them a question and if they don't answer the question properly, then they're not meant to be.
Yeah, right.
You know, that kind of stuff.
If I were a worm, would you still love me?
Yeah.
And like, what's the right answer to that? I don't know. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff. But there's a great new trend that I think is really sweet. Maybe you'll disagree with me, TJ. They've given it a name. It's called fam bushing. F-A-M bushing, right? So it's where kids are showing up unexpectedly wherever their parents are. Well, how would they do that? They use Life 360 or one of these, apps that keeps you digitally connected to your family members, and then just let's say your parents are at a Mexican restaurant and you're away at school, and then you just show up at the Mexican restaurant. They're excited to see you. Yeah. It's a surprise, and you get a free, delicious Mexican dinner out of it.
So I like that. That's cool.
It's kind of fun.
Surprise your parents. Say, hey, look, here I am.
Here we are. And then it's working, like a lot of people are going to their grandparents' house. Like all the grandkids show up one evening and say, hey, Grandma, we're going to have a sleepover. And Grandma's overwhelmed. And then there's another knock at the door. And then eventually, by the end of it, 10 grandkids have all knocked on her door and decided to stay the night. So it's like really sweet. Here's where it gets weird. Life 360 has commented on this story, and they say that the kids check in on their parents far more than the parents are checking in on the kids.
Yeah, I could see that.
How? Why are kids checking in where their parents are?
Because they've always got their phone in their hands, and then when they get a moment where they don't have something stimulating their minds when they're scrolling, they'll just probably go, let me see where my mom is. Let me see where my dad is. Whatever.
The belief was that the parents are helicoptering over their kids, but it turns out it's not the case at all.
No. But that's when the kids are older, teenage and up.
Yeah, they said
have that,
when they start driving is really, and that's probably when a lot of kids get the app. Yeah. But yeah, they said it's remarkably higher that the kids are checking in. Now, you have that on your kids' phones, right?
Yeah, I don't participate in it, but Jody does. Jody has it.
Jody does. And she says she doesn't check in. She just wants to make sure that the daughter's not dead.
Right.
There's something along those lines.
Yeah. But our daughter, because she lives in Nashville, will tell Jody where she's going to be. I'm going out tonight and, be around here and here, because she doesn't mind if Jody's checking to see if she's actually, when she's home, or because if she stopped in one spot for hours, then there could be something going on there.
Yeah, right.
So she would, put people on alert. Wait, where's Lainey? Why is Lainey in this same spot and hasn't moved for 4 hours?
Oh, what if she's spray painting under the bridge or something?
Yeah.
Doesn't that drive you crazy, though? If you're like worried about somebody and you can see them digitally just as a dot on a map, that would make me nuts. Wondering what they're doing.
Yeah, probably. It would drive me nuts.
Yeah. You got to make them move back home.
But Jody doesn't have anything else to do.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
It's been a while since I changed the decor in my house, and I looked around the other day and thought, I need to go to Lily and Grace. So that's just what I did. I went to Lily and Grace, I found new pillows, I found some cute decor, and some rugs. And not only that, They have gifts, they have bedding. You can even design your own pillows and make your own rugs. It's incredible. And if you're confused about which direction to go, Robin, the owner, will even come to your house and guide you with it. So check out Lily and Grace today at Langtree in Mooresville.
What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Happy Monday. Yeah, I realize, Riggins, we're going to have to work all 5 days this week.
Yeah. I hate that. That's not fun at all.
No, it's terrible. Terrible. And some of us got 2 jobs. Some people got 2 jobs. Makes it even worse. So
some would say 3. You're a parent as well.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the unpaid labor that we're talking about.
Yes. I'm a happily married single parent.
That's right. With that primary bread loser at home.
Yes. So, sometimes people try to act all bad, like they're tough and all this stuff, and you think, okay, well, you're just putting on an act. Everybody can see that you're not that tough. What are you gonna do if I do it?
Right.
You know, like when they'll get on social media and go, if I see anyone doing you better not. You're gonna have to deal with me. Well, this young lady, I think, is just as crazy as she portends, and I would not want to mess with her because she seems like she's a little bit wacko. Listen.
Okay, so all I'm saying is if you have a peanut allergy, you need to watch your tone when you talk to me.
What?
You need to watch your tone when you talk to me. And that wasn't her laughing at the end. It was just kind of a staticky thing because she turned the video off. She wasn't laughing.
Sounds like, it sounded like she was laughing about it.
But she wasn't. She was just saying, if you got a peanut allergy and I don't like the way you're talking to me, then you're getting peanuts.
Yeah, right. That was a threat.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What is the implication there? That people with peanut allergies are weak or something, or that they don't deserve
just
a
the way
voice?
I know your weakness. No, it's just you better not cross me, or I'm throwing peanut butter at you and peanuts. I'm going to shower you in peanuts.
That's crazy. That is crazy. You're
it's
right.
like a kryptonite kind of thing.
Yeah. Whoa. That's nuts. Watch the way you talk to me.
Literally nuts.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Some people have peanut allergies that obviously aren't as severe as others, but I used to be in that class of peanut allergies. What is this society? We don't have you and your peanut allergies, and then I found out that it is something that developed in society more broadly, and it can be so serious.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's not anything to scoff at. Remember that people would do that when they first switched to pretzels on a plane. Mm-hmm. You couldn't get the peanuts on the flight.
America's getting soft.
Just lose their minds over, I don't know, what in the package would be 10 peanuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just like, it's not like you even went and said, I got all you can eat peanuts yesterday. Now I got a handful of pretzels.
I used to get on a plane with an empty stomach. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was going to get all those peanuts.
Just calm down.
Relax.
Calm down.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at tjriggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at tjriggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jody's House Podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at tjriggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. tjriggins.com.
Katie,
You know what one of my favorite things about summer is?
What's that, Greg? Greg?
Naps. I bet he was going to say naps.
Right now, earn up to $1,500 in free furniture with the purchase of a mattress sleep system during our Father's Day sale. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right. Riggins, there are certain things that pop up that it starts to make you feel old. You know, you're not old, obviously. But whenever you hear of something that you remember being a big part of your life and it was 10 years ago, that's one thing. But when it was 20 years ago, that's how you really know.
Yeah.
So, for the 20th anniversary of the James Blunt song, You're Beautiful, he revealed that it's actually about being high on drugs and stalking someone else's girlfriend.
Oh, that's fun.
So it was always used as such a romantic love song, but it wasn't.
It's about doing drugs and stalking an ex?
No, someone else's girlfriend.
Someone else's girlfriend? Yeah, okay. Great. Thanks for revealing that. I don't know why artists do that. Like ruin whatever connection you have to the song. It's about being on drugs and stalking people. It's like, okay, great. I'm glad I know that.
I got news for you.
And
how many people had it in their wedding? Think
sure
about that. Yeah. It was their wedding song.
You're beautiful. I can't stand that song, but it was an iconic love song.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about the song, it's about doing drugs and stalking people. Okay, thanks, James.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on you. You like drugs and stalking people.
So much so you had it at your wedding.
Great. And that's like his one song. That's what everybody knows James Blunt for. And now he's got to play that at every show. Mm-hmm. And now everybody's going to know, it's about doing drugs and stalking people.
Yeah. Now here's some 10-year anniversary things that happened 10 years ago. Let's see. YouTube's 10th birthday video was trending.
Okay.
It marked the 10th anniversary of YouTube's beta version that launched in 2005. It recently announced that they are now over 20 billion videos on YouTube.
Wow.
The Duggars were in meltdown because Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar from 19 Kids and Counting did their first interview following news that their oldest son Josh had improperly touched 4 of his sisters, and the show was canceled a month later. And that was after the other stuff that was revealed about, I think, that oldest son that weren't so nice. But that is 10 years ago.
It's 10 years.
10. Okay. 10 years ago, Tracy Morgan did his first interview after he almost died in that terrible car crash.
I remember that one. That was a bad one.
But does it seem like 10 years ago?
No, it doesn't.
You remember the long neck guy that went viral in his mugshot? His neck was so long?
Yes.
That was 10 years ago.
That's a good one. It's a good anniversary.
Uh-huh.
Long neck.
The trailer for Sharknado 3 landed 10 years ago.
Wow. Who could forget?
You talk about a milestone. Where were you when it everybody knows that.
Where's Tara Reid? We need her in another Sharknado.
I didn't know they had made 6 of those movies.
Sharknados?
They ended up making 6 of them in the span of 5 years.
Wow. It must mean they're really good.
Yeah.
If you do 6 of them.
I've never seen any of them. I guess I should go back and give them a chance.
Should you?
Sharknado.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw them either.
Well, let's do it together.
Should we do that? All 6 of them?
Yes.
Binge them?
Uh-huh. And listen to James Blunt.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins.
Let's go.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Table and Twine in Charlotte is ready to help with all your summer adventures, like their new Artisan Picnic Package. It's perfect for your beach and lake days, ready to eat with no heating or preparation required. Order yours today, tjriggins.com/tableandtwine.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Taylor Swift has been the top trending topic for like 3 days now. Over the weekend, she was all the talk because she has reclaimed the rights to all of her masters. So she owns all of her music now.
Oh, I didn't even know she went to college.
She did. Well, I actually don't think she did.
Oh, but she's got her master's?
She's got her master's.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she went ahead and re-recorded all those albums once Scooter Braun took control of all of her music, and she can't stand Scooter Braun. And so as sort of a middle finger to him, she re-recorded all of her albums meticulously, note for note. I mean, it was a big feat. But now she has the rights to all of her original music as well. So she posted this whole long letter to her fans saying, "This is my entire life's work. I own it, and I encourage other artists to negotiate contracts where they can own their masters as well."
Yeah.
So good for Tay-Tay.
Good for her.
Sure.
And I never understood why, if you had her original music, why you would go buy another version of it that sounds exactly the same. And good for Taylor. If she can get drones to go out there and do that and give her their money, more power to her.
Twice.
Yeah.
For the same thing.
And now she'll probably re-release the originals.
Yeah, right.
And triple dip.
Yeah. She says she's got 2 more albums that were re-recorded. She hasn't re-released. She said if they have their time, they'll have their time if everything works out right. So, but yeah, she was really heated and re-recorded all of her albums.
Yeah,
that is
good.
spiteful.
Good, yeah.
I kind of enjoy the whole story. So now she owns it again. So Taylor Swift, top trending topic. Another pop star was in the news over the weekend, Nick Lachey, saying he cried when his reality show with Jessica Simpson ended. It was called The Newlyweds.
Yeah.
And it lasted 2 seasons. When I was young, that's the show everybody was watching. This was before Jersey Shore. So, it followed Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson in their first days as a married couple. And he says he cried when it ended because he said the crew really became like family. They were a young couple. And they were in their house all the time. And he said, it was sad seeing them go.
You know, Gwen, that used to work with us, she to this day loves Nick and Jessica together.
Yeah.
I mean, because she was a teenager when that was out. And,
Sure.
And she fell in love with both. She, especially Jessica Simpson. She still is crazy about her,
which I love.
Yeah.
And he said it also gave. He said, it was in a pop group, so it was a lot of female fans, but the reality show brought in a lot of new male audiences. And he said, I think guys watched it and said, I'd like to have a beer with that guy. And he did come across as like this Midwest kind of beer drinking dude that's with a hot blonde. But yeah, crying after it's over, bit of a revelation. He doesn't talk about Jessica Simpson.
You don't think you would have cried?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you build tight bonds with people that are in your
for 2
home,
years, you probably would.
I might cry. Sure. Today's National Bubba Day, so it's celebrating anybody you call Bubba in your life. You got a Bubba in your life?
No. Just a generic term for somebody, hey, what? You got it, Bubba? Come on.
Come on, Bubba.
Hey, good to see you, Bubba.
Come on, Bubba.
But that's just meaning like fella or whatever.
Yeah, I think I call one of my nephews Bubba. Hey, Bubba. It works good.
So Jody's little redneck twin niece and nephew, their redneck parents forced them to call each other Bubby and Sissy when they were little.
They call each other that?
Yeah.
Bubby and Sissy?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard of anything like that.
But they've since decided on their own not to do that anymore.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So by now, you've probably heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and ooh, it's my latest obsession. I love it, and it's only 15 minutes out of your day, and it feels like and looks like you've been in the gym for hours. What it is, they put electromuscle stimulation vests on you. You do little workout, 15-minute simple moves, but the vest stimulates your muscles, and I'm telling you, tones, lengthens, strengthens. You're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to achieve those weight loss goals. Check out Mandu Charlotte, and your first one is free. Go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
TJ, do you think that people are still as obsessed with making coffee their whole personality like they were a few years ago, where it was like all the time, where it was, I can't start my day unless I've had my coffee. Don't talk to me unless I've had my coffee.
Yeah, and everything was some sort of a corny joke about coffee and all that. I don't see it as much.
It's kind of tapered off, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it really did reach its height maybe right before the pandemic started. I'm not really sure, but there was a time when it was on mugs, it was on T-shirts. Everybody's posting it in their, profile picture on social media.
Memes. I mean, so many memes.
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Well, I think it might be coming back because people are melting down over the policy change at Starbucks. They have a loyalty program, and they're changing the way you earn rewards. So if you've never been to a Starbucks, you get stars. You're a 2-year-old. And you're in class and you did really good, so they give you a star. I've always found that kind of annoying, but for it basically equates to every dollar you spend, you get a star. And if you rack up 100 stars, you get a free coffee.
What?
So I don't even know. I mean, you got to spend a lot of money to get a free coffee. But now they're changing it. If you bring in your own cup, you used to get more stars. You get immediate 25 stars because you brought in your own cup. You care about the planet, unlike these other monsters in line with you.
And you're saving us money as the business.
Exactly.
Because we don't have to buy a cup to give to you.
Yeah, for sure. So it's, they're looking to make money as well. So, but they're now changing it. You're no longer going to get 25 stars. You're just going to get, I think it's double the points, double the stars on your actual order. So if you bring in your own cup. And some people are really upset about that. They're breaking out the numbers, doing the math. They're saying, I used to earn 36 stars a month, and now I only get this much. So that means I can't get my free coffee, until this date instead of this day. So people are kind of revolting against Starbucks, which I love. It's fun.
But I mean, is that something really just to go off about? I mean, I don't care because I don't drink Starbucks. I couldn't tell you what the inside of a Starbucks looks like now. I've only seen them in grocery stores lately. I haven't been inside one in years.
Okay. Let me try to find a comparison because it's a brand you're super loyal to. Mm-hmm. Who are you super loyal to? Well, Community Coffee. You like that brand of coffee. Mm-hmm. And you're paying $6 for a tub of it. If they go up to $8, it might upset you because you're loyal to this thing.
Yeah. But is that what it's doing? I thought it was just
you're
saying
not getting as much for your money.
But you don't get a free cup of community coffee, after buying 1,000 of them or whatever.
Yeah, well, help me find the comparison. I'm trying to find something that you're loyal to.
Well, I'm just saying if there were a rewards program and at the end of the rewards I get a free something comparable to a cup of coffee, and then that goes away or makes it harder to get to, I don't care.
Oh, you wouldn't care?
No, it's just a cup of coffee. And I know Starbucks is expensive, but still, is that worth putting the time and effort into being upset about it and going online and doing math? And you gotta really be hitting me with something heavy if I think doing math is worth it.
Sorry, Starbucks, I won't be using my personal cup anymore. 25 points was a good enough incentive. Hashtag so sad.
Good. That's great. Now upset. We see where the loyalty lies. It's not in the planet. It's in the free coffee for both of them. Starbucks and the consumer. There you go.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. It's now easier than ever at the homepage. TJRiggins.com. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Okay, everyone, here's a little PSA for you. R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville, Father's Day is just 2 weeks away. And they're the place you need to go. Because at R. Gregory Jewelers, they not only have women's jewelry, but they have men's pocket knives, they have men's jewelry, they have cool watches. Anything you need, they got you covered. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville. And even if your man is like, you know what, don't give me anything, no. He needs something, he wants something, he deserves something. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey.
You like Hermes stuff, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, so this Hermes Birkin bag, would you like to have one of those?
Yeah, if somebody wants to buy me one, I would love it.
Okay, I know my wife likes that designer. She doesn't have any of the bags. She's got a couple of the belts, Hermes belts.
Yeah.
Back when we were making it like that, you know. But a restaurant in Miami Beach is going viral because they're serving caviar and a cocktail in a $33,000 Hermes Birkin bag.
Ooh.
So
I wouldn't be putting a cocktail in a expensive bag like that.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I think they make the cocktail at the table and then put it in the bag. I don't know why they would do that. But everybody's going crazy about it. And the bag is pretty. It's orange, and it looks good. So is Birkin a style of bag, Lindsay?
Yeah, it's their signature square or rectangle bag that they have, and they come in all colors, shapes, sizes, but they're $30,000 to $100,000.
Okay, so that designer, they are the only ones that have Birkin bag, or is Birkin just a style?
Yeah, but they patent the Birkin bag.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. If you order this, you're not going to pay $33,000 for it. You're going to pay, I think, something like $150 because the bag doesn't come in the deal. It's just they just serve it in the bag, and then you look at the bag like you know, like it's yours, I guess, for a little while, and then they take it away. But the cocktail and the caviar are $150.
Maybe the deal is after you get done with the drink, they take it. I would be sipping that thing like it would take me hours to drink.
You'd already have your stuff in it.
Yeah.
All of her lotion and mascara and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's got a padlock on it too. It's part of the accessories of it's got a padlock.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how many they have in the restaurant to be able to do that. You can say, oh, well, you can't get yours until we get the bag back from table number 5.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at TJRiggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at TJRiggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jody's House podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at TJRiggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. TJRiggins.com.
Hey, it's TJ, and the people at Cozy Earth are thrilled with all the people who have bought that bubble cuddle blanket that I've been promoting. And as you know, I get a special discount for you, the highest discount that any influencer gets, which is 41% off when you use the code TJ at checkout. People are also loving the bamboo bedding and pajamas. A lot of celebrities like those, but that doesn't matter. I like them. I'm the only celebrity you need to worry about. Go to tjriggins.com/deals. Use the code TJ at checkout for that big 41% discount on everything at Cozy Earth.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D, Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Today is National Leave Work Early Day.
Fun.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
See ya.
So it's on the Reddit, and it got people to weigh in on surefire excuses to get out of work.
Okay.
Number one is a family emergency. They said that'll work 99.9% of the time, as long as you're okay with the bad juju that could come from lying about something like this, which just because you lie about something doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Yeah. Come on.
Riggins, one of yours, diarrhea is on the list at number 2, but will almost work all the time. Sick/headache, woman issues.
That's good.
See, I think that's a little bit harder though if it's if you have a woman boss.
Yeah.
Because a male boss may just say, okay, because he doesn't want to hear any details, but a woman boss will say, what's going on, girl? Mm-hmm. And then you're going to have to go make up some kind of details about what's happening with you. And because you're talking to somebody who A, wants to know, and B, knows whether you're lying or not.
Yeah.
So I would think that'd be easier with a male boss. If they allow men to be bosses anymore, I don't know. I haven't seen that in a while. There's a problem happening in your home, like a water leak or something like that.
Ooh, that's good.
There's an issue with a pet. Could be an illness or something that you were alerted to by a neighbor or someone at home.
That never worked for me.
Well, I mean, if there's a pet situation, like something going on at your house, go home, deal with it, and come back.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Would you accept a pet illness as an excuse, TJ, as the head of a company?
It depends on the company, but probably most of the time, yeah. I can't think of why I wouldn't. If you're a conscientious employee, you know that.
But now I think it depends on what company you work for. Like if it's one of those new age, like I work for Google, they kind of let you do whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy.
And they're a bunch of weirdos too.
Yeah.
People
you can miss work for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Google and its employees is nothing but weirdos.
Yeah.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A TJ Riggins Prime button to get to invitations, links, and all the great Prime Plus exclusive content. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Hey, it's TJ, and you know I love Omaha Steaks, and they got something brand new that you are going to love as well. Omaha Steaks all-new Smash Burgers. That's right, they're made from 100% extra-aged beef, and because they come from Omaha, you know they're top quality and delicious. 16 of them free in the Built for the Grill pack at tjriggins.com/Omaha. So yes, all of the other top quality products that are second to none from Omaha Steaks and Smash Burgers. 16 free with the Built for the Grill pack at tjriggins.com/Omaha. See site for details.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
A lot of things happening. Stranger Things is trending today. That's the Netflix show. They announced over the weekend that the final season of Stranger Things will be available in 3 parts. One around Thanksgiving, the next on Christmas Day, and then the third part on New Year's Eve. So they said each 3 of these parts are like full movies. So if you followed the Stranger Things show for 4 seasons before this, This must be very exciting to you, getting 3 original movies.
Yeah.
Basically packaged as the final season.
I can barely contain myself.
Very exciting.
It's the best thing's going to happen to me during the holidays.
You love Stranger Things.
Yes.
If you don't, it's kind of like Ghostbusters. It's a bunch of kids running around dealing with, monsters and things like that. The upside down.
At first, I liked it, honestly. It was kind of like the Goonies. I kind of liked it. Now it's like, okay.
Yeah. You kind of aged out of it. But yeah, it was I think it's still one of the biggest Netflix pieces of content ever.
Yeah. They say that about everything that they do on Netflix.
That is true.
Record breaking. Great. Biggest thing ever. Biggest thing we've ever had.
Yeah.
I could say that about us. You know what that last segment we did on the TJ and Riggins show is the biggest segment we've ever had. The best. It broke records.
Yeah.
Who's going to check you? By what? So, Stranger Things in the news, if you're interested in that. Machine Gun Kelly in the news. People are now recognizing him. They're calling him the Father of the Year. Apparently, he's a great father. He was recently on a red carpet. He said, "My purpose of being here is to be a father. I was born to do this." They were asking about his new baby with Megan Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already got a teenager. And Jelly Roll was commenting, one of your favorites, saying he flies to Cleveland every weekend to be at his daughter's volleyball games and things like that. And
every weekend, you say?
That's what
Wow.
Jelly Roll said.
Mm.
But flying to Cleveland every weekend doesn't sound like paradise, I'll be honest.
Well, let me put it this way. I think in show business, the bar is set very low.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You think?
Yes.
So Machine Gun Kelly in the news today. And it's also National Rotisserie Chicken Day. So get out to the grocery store. I don't know what they cost anymore. I don't buy them.
No.
They're like $7.
Are they $7?
What did you say people were calling them earlier, Riggins?
The Tissy.
Yeah, go get a Tissy.
Go get a Tissy and just eat it like a caveman in the car. That's probably the last thing I did.
If I hear someone call it a Tissy, I'm going to have a hissy.
Fair enough. We got more next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So by now, you've probably heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and ooh, it's my latest obsession. I love it, and it's only 15 minutes out of your day, and it feels like and looks like you've been in the gym for hours. What it is, they put electromuscle stimulation vests on you. You do little workout, 15-minute simple moves, but the vest stimulates your muscles, and I'm telling you, tones, lengthens, strengthens. You're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to achieve those weight loss goals. Check out Mandu Charlotte, and your first one is free. Go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
If you ever eat at a restaurant inside of Walmart, you know how they hit like around us, they have McDonald's in some of them. I don't even know that that's around still.
They have a Subway.
I've seen more Subways than McDonald's, but I've still never eaten at a Subway inside the McDonald's.
No, inside the Walmart.
Inside the Walmart, rather. And I know Rob has, because he had some issue with getting his, he tried to order on the app at the Subway in Walmart. And can you believe that they messed up his order?
Yeah, because he didn't you order it as you were starting your shopping journey, and then you were going to just pick it up on your way out?
Yeah, I had ordered a meatball sub, and they were out of meatballs.
That's right. It's tough to make meatball sub without that.
Yeah, and they wouldn't let me get chicken instead because chicken was a higher price.
Yeah, well.
You think they could just walk over to the freezer section at the Walmart and get some?
Yeah, true. How are you out of food? You're in a grocery store.
Yeah.
Good
and
point.
The meatball sub has to be the easiest one to make. All you do is just spoon the meatballs on there and then throw some cheese on top of it.
Yeah. But the real kick in the pants is there are no substitutions. It's like, well, I'm not substituting anything. You don't have it. That's great. Well, yeah, so Subways you see a lot, but Walmart has made a big announcement. They're bringing a new restaurant into Walmart locations in 6 different states. The chain that's going into Walmart, It's unexpected. It's a Wiener Schnitzel.
Whoa, really?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Hmm.
Never had Wiener Schnitzel. I know they serve hot dogs.
Yeah.
Chili dogs, chili cheese fries.
I'm sure. Yeah.
There's one at Disney World. That's the only one I've ever seen in the wild. But
In the wild.
is that something that, I mean, Colorado, Washington, Arizona, California, they're expanding into Walmarts. Is that a good fit? A chili dog and then doing some Walmart shopping?
I think you do because you wouldn't want to do the shopping first.
You wouldn't?
Well, because if you got cold stuff that needs to go,
True.
You don't want to stop and eat a
I
hot
hope
dog.
they have good bathrooms.
I'm guessing that a lot of your Walmart shoppers will be doing Wiener Schnitzel and Walmart shopping at the same time.
A little
Eating a hot dog, walking down there. And
it just makes
shopping.
sense.
Yeah.
To see somebody chowing down on a dog and doing the Walmart shopping. I think this is probably a good fit.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they saw Costco shoppers doing the hot dog. You know, that's popular. So
Good point. I didn't even think about that.
Good idea. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that a foot-long hot dog you get at Costco?
Yeah. I think it is, isn't it? That $1 or whatever it is.
I don't know. It looks good though.
Mm-hmm. And it's kosher for our Jewish friends.
I love that for them.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Okay, everyone, here's a little PSA for you. Our Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville, Father's Day is just 2 weeks away. And they're the place you need to go. Because at our Gregory Jewelers, they not only have women's jewelry, but they have men's pocket knives, they have men's jewelry, they have cool watches. Anything you need, they got you covered. So go to our Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville. And even if your man is like, you know what, don't give me anything, no. He needs something, he wants something, he deserves something. So go to our Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville.
Every Monday, there's a fresh new episode of the TJ and Jody's House podcast, starring TJ and his wife, Jody. It's a look inside their lives, and you don't want to miss it. It's all brought to you by Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress for more information. That's tjriggins.com/mattress.